We want you to hear this. We've not said this to you before, but it's time for you to know this, to understand this, and to expect good things as a result of your knowing of it. Your inner being has a point of attraction too. Your inner being has a point of attraction too. And while your inner being cannot throw something to you, your inner being cannot assert something into your experience, when you ask for it, your inner being, who is a part of you, can hold the knowing of what you're asking for in such clear awareness that your point of attraction becomes more vivid and more powerful because you have asked. Do you get that? Did you hear what we just said? So now what that means is, now that you've asked and your inner being is holding vibrational awareness of what you want, and law of attraction is responding to the attraction that your inner being has going on, now a really interesting thing is happening to you, because you're summoning and your inner being is summoning too, but you have your own free will of your own free thoughts, and you can think thoughts that block that if you choose to. Now, most of you would say, I would never do that, even though you do it every day, because every subject is really two subjects. And sometimes you think you're thinking about the money that you desire when you're focused upon not enough of it. Or you think about the lover that you are summoning, but you're focused upon the absence of that lover. In other words, sometimes you are thinking thoughts, you, human adorable, human you're thinking thoughts that are vibrationally inconsistent or vibrationally resistant to what you have asked for and what is being summoned to you by that larger part of you. You understand that in a new way just now, don't you? Don't you? We can start over. So now your inner being is on the case. Now your inner being is holding vibrational accord with what you're asking for. And now your work is so simple. Your work is just to think thoughts that match the desire rather than its absence, to say words that match the desire rather than its absence, to tell the story of what you are creating rather than the story of the reason of why you are creating it. As you stand in justification of why you need that, you block it. And every time you block it, you ask for it in a stronger way. So the point of attraction of your inner being summons energy to it more, but if you block it, you feel worse and worse. And a sort of tension sets up within you that you describe as negative emotion. Negative emotion is your clue or your key that you are doing what we just described. Because it is always true. When you ask, it is always given. When you ask, it is always given. The question that we want you to discover the answer to in the days that we are together is that when you ask and it is given, what are you doing about it? Are you receiving it, or are you blocking it with your awareness of the current reality that doesn't contain it? That's what trips you up the most, you know. You are focused upon what you think is what is. So if you ask for something that you think isn't, and your awareness is that it isn't rather than it is, as you focus upon the isn't-ness of what we know as the isness, then you block it. You don't let it come. And then you complain, this isn't working for me, when it is. It always is.